Let's get started with a quick thought experiment. Remember the last time you said something you later regretted? Was it an argument, a snide comment, or a moment of frustration? How did you feel afterward? Probably not great. Words have power, and sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is say nothing at all. Welcome to today's video. Always be silent in 9 situations. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we'll explore why silence is often more impactful than words, and when staying silent can be a game changer in your life. From relationships to professional scenarios, there are critical moments where saying less or nothing can make all the difference. Why is it that wise people talk less and listen more? You're going to find out today how mastering the art of silence will save you energy, help your relationships improve, and guide you into better decision-making. Dive in with us on the 9 situations where silence is not only golden, but also a necessity. The idea of silence is not a new one. For centuries, philosophers have stressed its importance. Ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all believed that silence was part of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What's the connection to silence? It's simple. By choosing silence, you reclaim control over your emotions and actions. You stop reacting impulsively and start responding intentionally. Here's why silence is so powerful. 1. It gives you time to think. You think properly because you are not rushing to say anything. 2. It saves your energy. In many cases, gossip and arguments drain one's energy. 3. It helps in respect building. A person who talks less is respected as thoughtful and wise. Now that we've established the philosophical foundation, let's jump into the practical side of things. Here are the 9 situations where silence isn't just a good idea, it's your best move. Situation 1. When emotions are high. Imagine this: you've had a long, stressful day, and someone says something that pushes you over the edge. You snap back, and suddenly a small issue turns into a major conflict. Sound familiar? This is why Stoics teach us to pause, especially when emotions are running high. When you're angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed, silence allows you to regain control. Here's a practical example. A friend criticizes you unfairly. Instead of reacting defensively, take a deep breath and stay silent. Give yourself time to cool down. Later, when emotions have subsided, you can respond more rationally. Because silence breaks the cycle of escalation. Words spoken in anger often lead to regret, while silence buys you time to reflect. Next time you feel your emotions rising, try the 4-cat rule. Count to 4 before saying anything. You will be amazed at how much calmer you feel. Situation 2. When listening is more powerful. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt truly heard? Chances are, the other person wasn't interrupting or offering unsolicited advice. They were silent, actively listening to you. Silence is a superpower in communication. The act of not saying anything while fully being there allows the other person to have a say. It's particularly relevant in relationships. Imagine that your partner is speaking out their feelings. Avoid jumping up to offer a solution. Just listen. Your silence says, "I value what you're saying." Active listening is all about practicing the following 3 steps. 1. Eye contact. 2. Avoid interrupting. 3. Reflect back what you've heard to show understanding. Situation 3. During gossip or rumors. Here's a question. How often do you hear gossip in your daily life? Whether it's at work, in social circles, or even online, gossip can be hard to avoid. But participating in it comes at a cost. When you don't say a word in the face of gossip, you preserve your integrity. Stoicism teaches that you should concentrate on what you can control, your actions and character. Refusing to play the game tells the other person that you respect honesty. Imagine you are listening to coworkers badmouth someone. You remain silent. Not only do you avoid unnecessary drama, but you also receive respect as one who does not indulge in the negative. Situation 4. When you don't know all the facts. How often do we talk without knowing the facts? We tend to make assumptions or jump to conclusions easily. This can lead to misunderstandings or worse. Suppose a friend shares half of a story and you immediately jump to an opinion. Later you learn the full context and realize you were wrong. That could have been avoided with silence. Epictetus reminds us, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. Silence gives you time to gather information and make informed decisions. Situation 5. When someone is venting. When a person is angry or speaking out, the best thing you can do is say nothing. Often, people just want to be heard, not fixed. You give them space emotionally by keeping quiet. Your friend is talking about his boss and venting about him. Just nod your head and keep quiet. It shows that you are empathetic without overwhelming them with some opinion. If you feel you want to talk, remind yourself, this isn't about me, it's about them. This helps in keeping quiet become easier. Situation 6. In the light of criticism. Criticism stings, and reacting defensively sometimes makes things even worse. However, learn how to be a silent thinker instead. Here's an example. Your boss gives you feedback you disagree with. Instead of arguing, keep quiet and listen. This shows maturity and opens the door for constructive dialogue later. Why silence works. It prevents knee-jerk reactions and gives you time to assess whether the criticism is valid. Situation 7. In negotiations or argument. Silence is a great negotiator's tool. The onus of saying something falls on the other party, who then reveals many secrets. You are negotiating for a salary. After you have said your piece, be silent. He will fill in the space, sometimes offering a better deal. Situation 8. When you're not the expert. Admitting you don't know something is a sign of strength, not weakness. You show humility by staying silent if you are not the expert in the matter. Example. Someone asks for your opinion on a particular topic in a meeting which you are not familiar with. Instead of pretending, you say, I do not have enough information to comment. This establishes credibility and trust. Situation 9. When actions speak louder than words. Sometimes, silence allows your actions to speak louder than words. It could be improving your skills at work or showing kindness through deeds. Most of the time, actions have more impact than words. Example, instead of telling someone you care, show it through consistent, thoughtful actions. Silence in these moments amplifies the message. Silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a form of strength. As we've seen, there are 9 situations where staying silent can lead to better outcomes, from managing emotions to building relationships and making smarter decisions. Here's your challenge. Practice intentional silence in just one of these situations this week. Observe how it changes the dynamics around you. If this video inspired you, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this wisdom. Remember, silence isn't just golden, it's transformative.